what were you created for? What do you believe? What do you dream for? What are your aspirations? What is God calling you to? Have you discovered your purpose in life? And what is your sense of mission? Have you discovered it? What do you want? What do you yearn for? God has a plan for you, and that plan is centered on purpose. What is your purpose?
I want to invite you guys to Fruitful Futures Project.
Let me tell you about the Fruitful Futures Project. It has been designed so that you can become the greatest Catholic version of yourselves possible. Why? So that you can see what you have hidden inside of you.
We are here for a reason. As young adults, we are made for mission, and each of us is here to connect with and comprehend our unique gifts.
To me, fruitfulness means knowing God's will for you and then doing it.
We are called to work in a fruitful enterprise that builds the kingdom and helps young adults and youth to be closer to God and closer to their faith.
We'd like to help you identify and then nurture your basic talents into fulfilling your dreams and your aspirations. It seems like God's been waiting for you for a long time to say yes.
God is going to do great things in your life.
Let's discover fruitfulness together.
I love the fellowship aspect of Fruitful Futures. I think, when we are working towards our dreams, we're meant to be profoundly known and deeply loved.
I still need to find fruitfulness in myself.
We will be live on January 27th at Christ Cathedral. And I'm super excited about this event because, we're looking forward to making everyone's futures more fruitful, of course. And from my own experience, I feel like there's a need for more hope in this world.
We have different brothers and sisters that are going to be presenting, including Deacon Steve Greco, the lead evangelist, but we come behind him. Why? Because we want to share what God's been doing in our lives. We want to share the gifts and the skills that God's been giving us.
This is that opportunity to take a step back and see how God is calling us to be fruitful.
There comes other graces and blessings when you're learning from someone who's presently doing things. A lot of our speakers are presently in their community and at work, all bringing Christ to wherever they are and truly being servant leaders.
Life is not always linear.
Life is a journey.
This generation, there's a lot of research that shows that Christianity and religion in general has declined significantly, and research has proved that the more that religion and Christianity particularly declines, the more depression, anxiety, stress increases. The world needs people who are speakers of the truth but also hope. And I believe Fruitful Futures will provide that, through our conferences, through our talks, and everything that we have to offer. So I think everybody should be excited about that.
We go into this looking for an opportunity to do good in the world, and sometimes we lose a little bit of our perspective. We get so busy serving that we need to serve and take care of ourselves a little bit.
We need to recognize that without the aid of power greater than ourselves, our purpose has little chance to be fulfilled.
I look forward to meeting a lot of like-minded leaders who are willing to take up the challenge to create a better future and a path of hope for young leaders.
Take time and gather inspiration from others.
God doesn't call the qualified, right? He qualifies the called. And I feel like there's people that have a calling on their heart to want to serve, but maybe they just don't know where to go or where to start or whatever it is.
There's a rest in knowing that when you are working for the purposes that God intends for your life, that there's that spiritual rest, and that when you're at rest and when you're joyful, you're actually able to be more productive.
You were created to shine. I know sometimes life, the trials, the things we're going through, jobs, school, can put a harness on your life. It doesn't allow you to see the light that you have inside of you. You were created with a purpose. You were created to outshine, especially when there's darkness all around you. That's when light was created to shine.
A lot of the times we can get complacent with where we're at in our life or where we are at in our relationship with Jesus. But to have other people who will walk alongside of you, who want to see Jesus in their workplace, who want to be professional, but also talk about the Lord. Like, that's my favorite thing to do. I could talk about God forever.
The more that you practice your faith, the more you activate your faith, the more you realize that you were created to live in greatness.
I like to say that everyone needs their Simon of Cyrene. As we embrace our cross, we too need people who are going to help us carry that.
I love these events where everybody's very friendly, welcoming, and very fruitful, helpful.
Yeah, it's a great way to meet like-minded people who are walking, in a similar journey in the faith, but also in your career, and kind of share that experience together and, build relationships with people so you're not going through, life alone, because we all need community and faith.
God loves you and you have a testimony because we all have a story that brings God glory. With Fruitful Futures Project, we all want to work together so we can bring out the diamonds that are waiting to be discovered.
Don't miss this event. It's one that you really want to attend.
Come on down.
See you at the event.
The Christ Cathedral, January 27th at 9 a.m.
January 27th, Christ Cathedral, so that you can become the best Catholic version of yourselves, so share it to the world.
So thank you and welcome. God bless you.